Welcome back. This is part 2 of my bone broth Jewish penicillin soup recipe. So this is where we take our 12-hour broth that's been cooking and we're going to turn it into a more an edible soup basically, that's really yummy and really warming throughout these winter months. Okay, so you need considerably less this time and I like to keep it really simple. So you need some vegetables to go into your soup. I recommend just celery and carrot. You'll need some parsley. You'll need the roast chicken that you've already kept previously from your roast, or I've just poached some chicken in some bone broth, so that's also fine to use as well. Now, traditionally Jewish penicillin either has a noodle or a matzo ball. I will do a matzo ball in a separate video. Today I'm just going to use some rice noodles, which are not traditional. They do use egg noodles normally, but we are gluten-free in this house, so I really like these noodles. And I'll show you how to put it all together. So this is what the bone broth looks like once it's been cooled down. So this has been in the refrigerator and you can see the soup is very thick and gelatinous, and that means that all the collagen has come out of the bones, and you're going to have a really nutritious soup. So I'm just going to heat it up again slightly, not boil it, just heat it up so that I can strain everything out and just have the broth. So I've slightly heated the soup up again so that I can strain it through here. Normally this is a two-person job because you want somebody to pour while you strain and make sure that it doesn't overfill. So I'm going to have to manually do it today and I can show you how, but I do recommend that you get somebody to help you with this step. So if you try and get the heavy stuff out and the bones out first, then it might be easier to pour on your own. And there you have your bone broth all strained. Okay, so now that you have your stock, you can keep some of it in the freezer if you like, because there's quite a lot of it. This is so versatile, you can use it as the base of any dish that needs a stock. So curries, pastas, everything. You can sneak it into all kinds of foods. You can even just have a cup of it in the morning, and you can also freeze it into ice cubes and put it in your smoothies. You won't really taste it at all, depending on how salty you've made it. This is so nutrient dense. All those collagen powders you buy that are super expensive, you can just make this at home and it's exactly the same thing. It costs you almost nothing. Bones don't cost anything. Sometimes the butcher will give them to you for free, or you know, you've already got them because you've cooked a meal with a meat or a chicken. You can just use those bones to make broth really easily. Okay, so once you've strained it, you want to put it back into a saucepan to make your noodle soup. And you can either add some more water, or you can add half stock, half water, or you can add all of your broth depending on how strong it is. Just taste it and see what you like the taste of. Okay, and then you want to add in your parsley. And you want to add in your carrots and your celery. And then you want to pop that back on the stove to boil and then turn it down to simmer just to cook your celery and your carrots. Okay, so once your soup is boiling, you want to turn it down so it just starts to simmer. And then you want to add in your noodles. So I've just got these red rice noodles and I've broken them in half and I'm just going to chuck them in. And I'm going to chuck the rest of the packet in as well. And there you have your Jewish penicillin soup. Yum.